Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing really great. I'm doing really great. And we have got a couple of things in this video, guys. Now, there's going to be a couple of breaks in this video here because we've got a couple of little things going on. Now, the first one is the King of the Ring. We got lucky, guys. We got very, very lucky. We managed to make it to the finals, even though there was loads of humans in this King of the Ring. I can't remember exactly how many, but everyone that qualified was actually a human, so there was at least 8. The contestants brackets, very chaotic. So, obviously we were against Tony, who actually finished second. We come third. But the first game he took because of just straight managed to beat me. Obviously, Charisma's going to beat Andre the Giant all day long. His WrestleMania Diva's going to beat me all the way. AJ Styles actually beat his, but then his Roman Reigns and Heath Slater beat ours because of his power up, unfortunately. Then, yeah. So we ended up losing that one 3-2. But then in the second game, we moved things around, guys. We actually put his Roman against our AJ. But as it happened, it was a toughness game and he took that one. So, yeah. Tag team, we took... single game, we took that. And then we went kind of... Because we actually managed to come back 1-1, we kind of went with a oddball strategy. And we moved... we moved our cards around so that our Nakamura will fight his, but unfortunately he won. I'm not really sure how exactly. The only thing I can think of is instead of having full toughness and charisma like my Nakamura has, maybe he's dropped a little bit on toughness and charisma and gone and put some in power or speed. So that kind of gave him a little bit of a bonus over the extra stats that I've got from my power up WrestleMania over his Survivor. But then because we obviously moved things round slightly, we won the tag team match of power and toughness. His Diva's still going to beat us, but this is where we change things up again. We put our Roman Reigns against his AJ Styles. The reason being is because Roman Reigns beats AJ Styles on power, toughness, and charisma. So he 3-stats AJ Styles. I put a couple of enchantments on Roman Reigns as well, so that I had an even bigger chance of winning. So the only thing I could pray for was that I didn't get a speed game. And then obviously we moved Andre the Giant in to make sure that we definitely took care of his second tag team of Roman Reigns. So we changed things up, we took a little bit of a risk and it paid off. It got us to the finals, guys. So that is awesome stuff. But even though we are in the finals, again, we're probably not going to win this game because he has also got a WrestleMania Diva. But he hasn't just got any WrestleMania Diva, he has the best WrestleMania Diva. Nikki Bella is the best WrestleMania Diva on the game. She can even 4-stat some cards. I believe she can 4-stat Emma, and I also believe she can 4-stat Nia Jax, and Alicia Fox. Or maybe a Nia Jax just wins on toughness. I'm not too sure, but there are a few cards that she can 4-stat. She also 3-stats a couple of cards and near enough 2-stats anybody on power and toughness. But we're probably not going to win this. We could try moving cards round so that we end up fighting different stuff. But we're in the finals, guys. It doesn't matter. We're only really going to miss out on getting that Survivor card, which might be a Diva, it might not be, but who knows. But as I say, this is going to be a little bit of a mix-up on things. There's going to be kind of like 3 parts to this video because there's going to be a bit of PCC right now because of obviously we're getting very close. Then I'm going to cut away and I'll possibly make another short little video of in a couple of hours time when the King of the Ring finishes and I claim that reward there, and then we will have like just the standard video, which I'll probably do tomorrow morning, just before I upload it, edit it all together, and then I'll upload it. So there's kind of like a couple of little stages, because right now it is actually 20 to 7 on Friday evening, so we are still pushing the PCC quite well. We did go and buy a couple of titles, guys, I'm not gonna lie, and we've managed to push our way up. We're not using titles right now though, because I'm saving them up, because of the fact of I want to see how long we can sort of keep on grinding through, stay at this position, slash use titles on Sunday if needed. So I've got 63 titles. I actually had maybe 45 minutes ago, 3/4 of an hour ago, I actually had 50. So in 45 minutes, however many games I've played, I've actually managed to get 13 from the boards. So the title matches come in thick and fast on the PCC, guys. So if you save them up, the best strategy to do it is, rather than use them as soon as you get them, save them up and then use them at like 10 at a time, because when you're really struggling at the end of the PCC, when everybody is pushing, those title matches right at the end of the game could really stop you from losing the card that you want. But if you kind of grind them out now, you might kind of think, well, like many people in the past have done, they kind of think, oh well, I've got this, and I don't need to grind so hard at this particular stage, because of the fact of I'm well and truly in the zone that I want to be. And then you kind of ease off and relax, and you don't end up getting the card you want to get, because at the very end people push, and you'll drop, like, it seems ridiculous, but you'll go and drop like 1,000 ranks in like an hour at the very end of the game, because everybody pushes like crazy. But this is the reason why I wanted to do this little video right here, because as you can see right now, at the moment we are 3,280 points, and that puts us at rank 754, which is pretty damn good. But this is why I wanted to... Oh my god, guys! Oh my god, that's a pro! Yes! Oh my god, that is a pro, guys. Now, obviously, I know that Emma is not one of the best divas in the game, but she is one of my favourite divas right now, and the thing that makes it even more better for me is she is a pro. One of only 2 WrestleMania divas that I have, guys, and she is one of them. I'm so happy about that. There we go, here we go. 3 divas. I only had 2 divas, guys. I had Paige and I had Emma. You know that I got them from back-to-back King of the Rings, and I was so happy when I got both of them. And now I've got that second Emma, sorry. So we can pro her up. She is going to make life so much better in King of the Rings. I am really happy with that, and that is going to commence the very first part of this video, guys. So hopefully, oh my god, hopefully in the King of the Ring coming, we will get Paige as well and give ourselves 2 WrestleMania divas. How cool would that be? And the thing that I'm even more happy about this with Emma is because Emma is compatible with the Brie Bella, guys. So even when I do eventually get that better diva, Emma is going to be able to tag with Brie. So I have got my diva tag team for King of the Rings right here. That is amazing. I am so happy about that. And then obviously she and she are compatible. So very happy about that, guys. And I really hope that you've enjoyed this first part of the video. Hopefully the next one's going to be very close after this. I should be able to edit it no problem. So I should hopefully see you in like 30 seconds, guys. Well, not even 30 seconds. It should be like literally 1 second. But that's it, guys, for this part of the video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it so far, please hit that like and sub button, and we should see you in part 2 of this video. So, peace on the streets. Welcome back, boys and girls. We are here for part 2, or the middle section of this video, I guess. As I say, I'm going to be editing them together, so hopefully all 3 parts I'm going to be able to put into one film for you guys. So it might be a little bit longer tomorrow, or this video could be a little bit longer than usual. But as you can see, guys, we have 2 minutes and 35 seconds to wait for the King of the Ring to finish. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play some PCC. Now, I've kind of switched things up slightly. Obviously, I've put my Emma in there and I'm leveling her up slightly. We've managed to get her to 9, 11, 10, 12 and 11 in the space of the video. So when I done the last one, it was like, what, an hour and a half ago or something like that. So we're doing really good. But what we're doing is we kept losing the 5-point games because I'm trying to sort of focus on getting Emma leveled up, and by giving her the game, it was kind of sealing our fate on the basis of we're going to lose the game. So what I've been doing is I've actually been doing 3-point matches. Now, under 3-point matches, we still get some matches that are hard, and we still do get the event cards, but it kind of makes life a little bit easier for throwing that game away with Emma. Because we can still get the wins. So even if we happen to get the Diva match at the very beginning, we can put Emma out there and we should hopefully still win another Diva match because we've still got the Brie in there, or we've got the the superstars. Now, also what I've done is I've taken out the Dean Ambrose and the Callisto. One, because they're now completely leveled up, which is the main reason they were in the team, is so that I could get them both leveled up and their game's finished and I don't have to worry about them. But 2, because of the fact of where we are, I can sometimes, if I happen to lose the Diva matches, I can still take the risk of using, like, such as this card here. I've used this card here, but now if I get a tag team, I'm kind of going to lose it. But if I have a compatible lower guy with my event card, they're still able to win quite a lot of matches, because quite a lot of the time you'll find that the tag teams that you're playing against with people aren't compatible. So the fact that they are compatible means that they're going to win the match. So as you can see, that is pretty much the tactics that we're using. By dropping down to 3-point matches and the matches that we had lost, I did actually get right down to 730 after I stopped the video of where we were. So where were we? Something like 760 or 50, something like that. I played a couple of matches after that, and I ended up getting right down the list. But then I went and had some food, kind of chilled out a little bit, watched a couple of videos on YouTube, and now I've kind of come back. While watching videos on YouTube, I've kind of been leveling up the the Emma. But this is what I was talking about, guys. Obviously, we're one apiece. We've gone and got a tag team match, and now we're going to go ahead and select our down arrow Neville with our thingy. And as you can see here, we have gone and won that game because they're just survivors. It can work on the 5-point games as well, but not as likely, because of the fact of in the 5-point games they run the harder cards, because obviously the match is harder. Excuse me. So as you can see, it works quite well as a good little strategy. And on top of that, because we're getting those 3 points all the time, we're basically maintaining our position. We are losing points because of people using 10-point games, other people playing 5-point games, and we're only getting 3 points every time. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat or something. So we are losing those points very slowly. If I was playing 5-point games, on the other hand, because of the fact that I wouldn't want to lose the match, I would have to select Bree to go and get that, to go get the win. And I don't want to do that. I want to kind of make it so that I can kind of guarantee that if there is a Diva match called, I can go and pick Emma. So we have been getting quite a lot of games where we haven't had any Divas called, unfortunately, but you get that. You get stages of you'll keep getting 2 Diva matches called all the time. You'll get no Diva matches called all the time and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and quickly check on that King of the Ring. Now the King of the Ring is over, guys, so I'm hoping for Paige. Now I know I could be being a little bit greedy there by saying I'm hoping for Paige, but if I go and get Paige right here from the King of the Ring, that would be incredible. 2 Survivor Divas in, 2 Pro WrestleMania Divas in the space of like 2 hours would be unbelievable, guys. So let's go ahead and claim this card. I'm praying for Paige. I'm not gonna lie, I am praying for Paige. And if I don't get Paige, I'm just hoping that it is a pro superstar, which would be amazing. So here we go, Paige. Oh, Devon Dudley. Okay, well, Devon, yeah, he's not pro'd for me. I've never had him before, so that's not that great. But on the upside, guys, we can actually put Devon in instead of Neville, because Neville's games are fully leveled up, and, well, Devon's isn't. So let's go ahead and put Devon Dudley straight into here. Let's go ahead and get the WrestleMania over here. Where is he? There he is. And we'll just go ahead and improve him, and we'll put this Triple H on him and level him up a fair bit, because we don't want him being too low, obviously. And what is he? He's power and toughness. Okay, so let's just go give him power and toughness stats. There we go. So now obviously he's going to get a couple of games under his belt as well. So if I do happen to get another one, then I'm only going to have to work on getting one of them leveled up. Because this is the thing about a lot of people, they kind of don't focus on leveling those other cards up, and then when they do get the pro version of it, you've kind of got to sit there working really hard to get both cards leveled up. Now, I've done it in the past, and I kind of thought, well, when it comes to PCC and I'm playing a lot, or when it comes to ring dominations or RTGs, on the lower end of the games, like PCC not so much, because of obviously you've kind of got to find a team that you've got that works for you and is going to win you a lot of matches. Ring domination you can, because you kind of put in sort of 2 cards that are very low leveled, so that you can always take that card back very quickly, and stuff like that. I'm sure you've all seen the tactics in previous videos. And obviously RTGs is the best for it, at the very bottom end of it, when you're playing for the common and the ultra rares, up into, even now up into the legendary cards. You can put very low level cards in, get them games, and just play with them, and then as the games get harder, slowly swap out and put in your better cards. So very easy tactic to do. But as you can see here, there are sometimes that we do come into the good cards and we do lose matches. So, you know, just because you're playing a 3-point game doesn't mean you're going to win the game. Do you know what I mean? It just means that the match is going to be a little bit easier. 1-point games are kind of guaranteed victories, because they're normally people that are lower than you. So you're most of the time, well, for example, let me just play a 1-point game. Now you'll probably find that this guy here for the 1-point game won't have any event pros, He'll probably just have like base survivor cards probably. So let's just go ahead and use this in here, and he'll probably just have normal survivors or WrestleMania normals. So they're still going to have cards that are going to be able to fight and give you a little bit of a run for your money, because it kind of scales to the kind of tier that you're in. But the likelihood that they're going to have good enough cards to beat you is extremely low. You should basically win 1-point games of like 3-0 victories guaranteed. So if you are having a super hard time and you just want to get a couple of points, then you can play the 1-point games. But at the same time, just tweak your deck, play around with it a little bit, and you will get the team that can win the 3-point games. And if you tweak it a little bit more, like I have, you'll get the team that will win the 5-point games very easily as well. As you saw from the cards that I was running before, they were winning the 5-point games for me very easily. But if I wasn't able to win them, then I would have couldn't even speak there, got a little bit tongue-tied. I would have just switched up very slightly and gone and tried to do something else. Like at the very beginning, I tried running my 3 event pros. I tried having Andre the Giant, Nakamura, and well, in fact, I'll show you guys. I'll show you exactly what I tried doing. And by doing this strategy, you end up fighting very similar people, because of you kind of get matched up with people of the same kind of caliber. So what I'll do is, as soon as I do this, I'll see if it happens again, but I'm not sure if it will happen again. But when I done this, I was fighting against like one guy, so it was pretty funny. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's go put in this Naomi here, for example. This can be swapped over to this Sami Zayn, and this one we need to swap to the Bret Hart. Where is Bret? We need to go into Survivors, and we need to go to Bret Hart. Not pro, but base. There he is. So this was the team that I tried running, and I kind of thought, well, if I run this, I get 3 good superstars, and I can keep throwing away Emma. The very rare occasion I might get a second Diva match and I will lose the game, but with that I'll probably be able to win the game. And if it's the same, I fight DBLJ Daniel for both 3-point and 5-point games. And if you come out of the thing, this should reset the board, so you fight someone else. But no, I fight the same guy, because of the fact that he is running the same setup as what I'm running there. So he's trying to be a little bit cheeky by running 2 bad divas and a bad superstar, but 3 very good superstars. So you fight the exact same guys. Oh, that Darren White, he was in my King of the Ring a couple of King of the Rings ago. Or I think that was him. No, it's not. Actually, I wonder if he's still here. The guy that I actually had a guy in my King of the Ring, I want to say 3 King of the Rings ago. And he's actually been in on the top of the leaderboard at the very beginning of this thing. I wonder if he's still up here, or if he's sort of, whoops, we want to go to the top guys. I wonder if he's still at the top, or near the top, or if he's sort of fallen back off now. But he was sort of 3rd, and then he kind of dropped down into 7th. There he is. Yeah, 7th place. So he's actually still doing really good. He is the guy that was in my King of the Ring. So it was the same guy that I just had for a 1-point game just there with this particular strategy. So he's obviously running a very similar strategy to this for his King of the Rings. But as you can see, it's always the same guy that is coming up in that thing. So depending on what card you put into your deck will depend on the kind of people that you play now. You can't just go and put cheap cards in, because you fight people based on your overall capability of the deck. They've changed the setup of how decks run in Season 2, which I think is good because it kind of stopped people, whereas in Season 1 people would use a 3-man band. People will try that again in here, like such as that. That's effectively a 3-man band strategy. 3 very good superstars, you're probably going to win most games. But because of other people are doing the same thing, it kind of ranks you up against people using the same tactics as you, which I think is really great. But anyway, guys, we are going to call it there for this part of the video, so please join me back for part 3, which should be in like 1 second. So peace on the streets for now, guys. And girls, guys. Okay, boys and girls, we're just gonna do a quick little snip. So I know I said I'd see you in the last bit, but we have got a nice little bonus here. We have come across Biggie Dude in the 3-point zones right here for me. So we're gonna go ahead and battle Biggie Dude, and we're gonna see if maybe we can get lucky enough to beat him. But we're still leveling up these cards, so we possibly won't. But we'll see how it works out, boys and girls. Maybe we can get the win right here, but I just don't know. Here comes his Andre the Giant. Now obviously I know this isn't him playing, but it would just be nice to get in a video us taking care of Biggie Dude. That would be amazing. So there we go, we have just actually managed to go and beat him in the video. So yeah, this was a very quick little bonus, little snick bit. So this video is actually going to have 4 little parts, I guess. So we're about an hour and a half, no, we're about an hour since I'd done the update of the other video, and we've kind of dropped right back, but we went over and done a little bit of Clash Royale for a sort of half hour or so, and had just a teeny little break because obviously we've been playing this all day long. But as you can see here, guys, the title matches have gone up to 70. I think we had like 55 or 56 when we stopped using them and we started playing the 3-point games and that. So we've kind of got like 20 matches or something, like 15, 20 title matches, something crazy in like 2 hours or something like that. But if you look here, guys, the Emma is currently halfway to 3/4. She's kind of in the middle of halfway to 3/4 of being fully leveled up. But I can tell you exactly what has actually happened. Now, if I go to ladder reward, when we got Emma, was obviously the ladder reward was 17,500 games. So we've played 95 games since then. We've got Emma up to this stat, and we've got 15 title matches. So it just goes to show that obviously I've played almost 100 games, I've played 95 games, and of them 95 games I've got 15 title matches. So that's pretty damn good. If you save them games up, then you can really knock out some big hitting points on sort of Sunday evening time when people really start grinding hard, or you can just sort of keep grinding really hard and hopefully you're going to be able to lock down a very good position before you need to sort of grind too much, and then you can kind of just cruise through at the very end. But in my opinion, I would kind of grind it out. Now, as you've just seen there, I've kind of lost this game, but it doesn't matter, guys. What I actually want to do is I want to go through and see what happened. And funny enough, that guy that I've just lost to, he was the guy that was in the King of the Ring, I believe. And he got knocked out in the King of the Ring of the quarterfinals, and I managed to sort of go through and beat the guy that beat him. So what I'm actually going to do is, that is the first time I've actually seen Biggie Dude in the thing, but I want to just reset this board a couple of times, see if maybe he pops up again for me, and see if maybe we can have one more quick game in the second section or the third section of this video. But it's not looking like it, guys, so I think we're probably just going to go ahead and call this part here. So yeah, I guess a third little break is coming up. Oh, I thought that was him then. But yeah, I kind of guess that there's going to be a third little break coming up in this video. So stay tuned, and I hope you're still enjoying it. Obviously, if you're still enjoying the video and you've stayed here so far, then I promise you, the next section will be the very last bit of the video. This could be a long video, so please stay tuned, guys, and continue to enjoy it. And if you have enjoyed, hit that like button for me. And yeah, see ya in a very short second. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great. Now, if things have all gone well and the editing has worked out, then this should be all one video, and this should hopefully be the fourth and final part of it, unless something's happened. But I don't think anything has happened, so I really hope that this has all worked out. If not, then welcome back. This is the standard video for today, guys. So, as you know, in the previous parts of these videos, I've got the Emma, and I've managed to level her up. I've got her pro'd up, so I've now got that WrestleMania Pro Emma. We have gone and played a few games and stuff and things and all that beautiful jizz and... yeah, awesome. So, now, obviously, guys, we are doing really well in the PCC. We stopped playing, and over the course of... well, when I done that video, I played for a couple more hours. I did end up using my title matches, I'm not going to lie, and I got down to 620 something on the rank. It's now just turned 11:45 in the morning on... I don't even know what the day is today. It's Saturday. So it's turned 11:45 in the morning on Saturday, and we have kind of fell back. I stopped playing at... I think I stopped playing about 2 AM, and I actually went over and played some Clash and stuff. So it's kind of been like, what's that, like 9 hours, and I've kind of dropped like, what, 300 and something, like 370 point or ranks, which is pretty good. We got 4,272 points, which, as I say, guys, we're doing really well. The King of the Ring is all ready and set up. We are ready to go in this. The only difference between this is we're going to kind of move Emma and Bree around, so that's probably what we're actually going to do. But for right now, we're not really too fussed, because we're not going to level up that Emma just yet, so we're probably going to leave Emma over here, because hopefully she's leveled up enough to be able to kill the bots divas with the level that she's at. We're leaving her at level 12 until the PCC is over, guys. I'm trying to do a little bit of tactics here by doing that. So it seems to be working, but I don't know. It's not working as well as I hoped it was going to, but it is working. That's the main thing. So yeah, anyway, guys, we are going to go ahead and jump into some PCC matches. Now, I used all of my title matches, so I was on 0, and then the games that I played, I didn't use them title matches, and I've saved them up, and I've already got back up to 23 title matches, guys. That's pretty damn crazy. Now, I'm going to show you the ladder, because if you look up at this top, as you all know, we have gone and got the Emma at 17,500. So that means that since we got Emma, we have gone and played 216 matches. Now, in that 216 matches, we have finished off leveling up Emma, we've pro'd her, and we've already got her sort of almost halfway leveled up again. So that's pretty good. And on top of that, as you know from the videos a second ago, or the earlier half of this video, we had already got sort of 15 to 20 titles from the first half. So playing another, I think that was in 95 matches, so playing another sort of 110 matches, I've gone and got another 23 titles. So if that's how it's kind of working, it kind of shows that every sort of 100 matches that I'm playing, I'm getting between sort of 15 to 20 title matches. Now, I understand not many people can play that many matches. I don't understand how the people in the very top can play as many matches as they do, because I kind of think that playing sort of 100 to 200 matches in a single day is pretty damn crazy. And I kind of struggle at that. So seeing all these people that are right up at the top that have got like 16,000 points, 16,000 points is translating into 1,600 matches. I don't know how they can like sit there grinding that hard and that long, but they do, guys, and that is how they're at the top of the leaderboard. But as you can see, the team is still working fairly well for me, and this is why I've kind of just leveled up Emma to where I have, because then I've got two basically very good divas that are compatible. Whereas if I went and leveled Emma all the way up, it might make the games a little bit too hard, because I'd start fighting other people with either a third superstar or other WrestleMania Pro divas and stuff like that. But leaving it where I am, it's not really changed the value of the deck too much. We are fighting a lot more event cards, so we are suffering slightly, but not so much that we're losing tons and tons of games. I think our success rate has gone from, I want to say, about a 97 to a 98% rate, I would say, down to about an 85% rate by putting that Emma in. Or should I say, by proing that Emma and now using the team the way I am. But the reason why I'm doing it is because obviously she is better than the event Bree, so she can now beat the event Breeze, and then I've still got the event Bree to go ahead and beat other survivors. Now, I do run into the occasional WrestleMania Pro that is leveled up and stuff, but it's not too bad. We're still getting a very high win rate, which is pretty damn good. Obviously, I know that some people way up at the top and running right through down to the bottom end of the base WrestleMania card are doing that with a deck that's kind of a 60 to I would say probably about a 60 to a 75% win ratio. So we're still going to have a very good turnover of points. It's just going to be a case of keep on grinding and keep on playing. But I am kind of... There you go, guys. Another title match right there. That puts us on 24. That is pretty damn good. I might change things up slightly. I may just go and level Emma up all the way, and then try and put in a base survivor to try and counterbalance for the level and stuff. The only downside to that would be that obviously we would have to rely on the non-leveled up Emma in order to win the Diva matches, kind of like what we had when it come to the Brie and base WrestleMania Emma. It was kind of like if Emma lost, we had a good chance of losing the game unless we got a little bit lucky with the superstars. But it's not too bad. I'm not going to rush to do that just yet, and I'm going to keep on trying to grind with this particular deck, see how it goes today, and if it continues to work out fairly well, I may just stick with it, guys, because it's not really a big deal that I've started losing, like, say, an extra 10% games. Now, obviously, that is quite a lot of games if you say I'm losing 10% compared to what I was winning. But at the same time, the majority of the games that I'm losing is because of that right there. The guy that I go and play goes and procs, and when they proc, they end up beating me. So it's not a huge thing, but then obviously it's still a loss. Now, as you can see right here, this guy was pretty much running the same kind of team as I am, which I'm starting to run into a lot now. So I kind of think that a lot of people have kind of worked out this particular setup. Maybe they've seen some videos, maybe they've seen other people copy videos, I don't know, but it just seems very funny that we're kind of on our third day of this particular deck. We've posted 2 videos of it already, and now it seems to be a lot of people are starting to run it. Now, I know that I haven't got much of a following on this at the moment, but just because people aren't subscribing to the channel doesn't mean that they don't come and check out the content. And all it takes is one big guy to check it out and do it. But then at the same time, saying that doesn't mean that it's true. People might have just thought the same as me and thought, well, this might work. So it could just be a case of they've had the exact same thought as me and they've tried doing it. And there's no harm in that. But as you can see, we are still doing very well. We do have the occasional loss under our belt, or in our mix, however you want to term it, but we're doing really good, guys, and we're getting those title matches very quickly, very good, so it's pretty damn good, We are back, as you just saw there, we are back to 977, so it's going to be a long grind, guys, but I would say that even with those 20 title matches, I would say that those 20 title matches right there, why did I use that power up? Because that doesn't even power up the stats that it is right there, but it doesn't matter. With those 20 odd title matches, that's, well, was it 25 title matches that we got there? 24, 25, I don't remember. That's like 200 plus points, which is pretty much going to go ahead and bring us back down into, I would say, the low end of 800, maybe even push us back into the top end of 700, but I would assume it's going to bring us back down into the low end of 800, because of the points will be starting to sort of spread out slightly. In these kind of stages, the points are literally like 1 point in it. You'll play a game and you'll jump like 20 places and stuff like that as you're lower down, and you know, like if you're even lower than that, you might play one game and jump like 1,000 places, I don't know. But when you're up in this zone, this is where it starts to sort of get to the point that you play a game and you don't move anywhere. So it's kind of a bit annoying sometimes, but that's just the way it is. You know, sometimes as you get a little bit further down and you start moving into the guys that are grinding even harder than you literally play a game and you lose places, you know. I remember when I was grinding for, was it Bree? And I went and played a 10-point game and I went and lost like 5 ranks. So, you know, as you kind of move higher and higher up the ranks, you've kind of got to play a little bit faster, you've got to play a little bit longer, and you've got to play a little bit harder. But where we are right now, we're going to be able to sort of do fairly well. But as I've always said, guys, today is the day you're going to find out how much points you're going to have to try and grind out to. Now, as it's looking right now, I think we're going to be sort of safe with, I would say, 6,000. 6,000 should be a safe zone, in my opinion, but it kind of, it depends. It depends on how much people push today, because that 6,000 safe zone right now should be okay. But if people push like crazy today / tomorrow, it's not going to be. It could be looking more like 8, 7, 8, even 9. I don't think it would go to 9 because AJ is a hell of a lot off in front of Roman. People don't really want Roman. The people that are grinding for AJ have got a very good lead. But there are people out there that are going to grind today because of, obviously, they were working Thursday and Friday. They're not working now. All that good stuff. So who knows, guys, it could go anywhere. But if you've enjoyed this video, I hope that you've already hit that like button. But if you haven't hit it just yet, please hit that like button. It will help me out so much. if you also hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're not new and you've already hit that sub button, I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate the fact that you're coming back and watching the content on a daily basis. So yeah, that's pretty good stuff, guys. Pretty good stuff, and it means a lot. So let's hope we can get a win right here. We've just got the proc, he's just got the proc, so that means that's going to be a tie as well, isn't it? Okay, but it's okay, because we won it. We won that. That's okay. I don't mind. We're good. So guys, now that we're kind of moving into the very, very last bit of this video, as I say, I really do appreciate everyone that's coming and watching the videos and stuff. But also, put down in the comments where you are in your PCC. Are you doing good? Have you got good rewards from your King of the Ring? Have you got any good ladder rewards yet? Are you close to any good ladder rewards? Are you close at getting into that next tier? Where are you on your tier, guys? And how is your PCC? I really hope your PCC is doing good. Are you pushing for anything? I hope that everyone's kind of pushing for the AJ Styles, because even if you don't get the Pro of AJ Styles, the base WrestleMania card is better than a Survivor, guys. Just remember that. Not the normal WrestleMania card, but the event card. So obviously AJ Styles will max out at just a little bit more than a Survivor Pro. They beat Andre the Giant. Now, as you can see there, once again a title match. That's 2 title matches in this video, and we've just gone and got the little spam Hujuari thingy to make sure that we're not a bot. But as you can see, we've now got 25, so that's like 2 title matches in this video alone, guys, and we've not even played that many matches. Like, we've played like, what, 5, 6 matches? That's nothing. So the titles are coming in thick and fast, and yeah, you can go buy title matches, but if you're not in the situation to go and buy some title matches, you can still get a lot by just playing the game. Now, as I say, don't use them straight away. Save them up for tomorrow or later on today when you get a load of title matches, and then save them up again, because you don't need to rush and use them. And by using them in a single bulk, once you've worked out a very good team that works for you and you have a very high % win ratio, then use them. And then you're going to see a huge difference from those points. As you can see, I've got 25. That's 10 points a pop. That's an extra 250 points. That's craziness. Absolute craziness. There's another title match, guys. They're coming everywhere. They're everywhere. They're like Roman Reigns. Cat Daddy's shoving them in our face just because they want us to like the title matches. Just like WWE is shoving Roman Reigns in our face because they want us to like him. And it just doesn't work. But in this case, we love title matches. But, guys, I'm hoping you're having a good time. And as I'm saying, I really hope that you're pushing for that AJ Styles, because the base card is better. Even though you might not be able to go and get the pro of them because your team's not good enough to go and get him in an RTG or a ring domination, that doesn't matter, guys. Still push for him in a PCC because they're better. So if you're lower down, or if you're just trying to get better cards for your ring domination and your PCC because you've got base WrestleMania, Survivor Pros and stuff in there, you haven't quite got WrestleMania Pros, or you've only got a couple of Survivor Pros, and you're trying to get up into the WrestleMania tier, or you're trying to move up from Legendary tier into Survivor tier and stuff like that, that card is going to help you because of the fact of they're going to be able to do some good stuff. Now, Undertaker is the best Survivor Pro you can get in Survivor tier. And, well, other than the event pros, obviously, but the normal Survivor As you can see, guys, look, we just got an Emma there. We do get the occasional very good diva, and we've lost that match, but that's okay because we've still got this right here. But what was I saying? Yeah, so obviously out of standard Survivor cards, Undertaker is the best you can get, and the event cards have, so far, the event cards have beaten Undertaker by 100 points over Undertaker, so they are a good significant amount better than the Survivor Pro. Well, not a good significant amount, but it's like the equivalent of having kind of good enchantments. I would say ultra rare enchantment on each stat and a power up on like all of it. That's kind of the equivalent of what it is. It's kind of like a little bonus to the Survivor stats. So as I say, if you're struggling to level up and stuff, try and push that card and it will help you out. Or even just try and get the WrestleMania card and then you'll have a WrestleMania card instead. So it's really good, guys. But I really hope you... Oh no, that ain't good. We took the risk, guys, and I think we've just bit the bullet right there. Oh no, thank you. Thank you. I thought we had lost that when I saw that his Nakamura had propped. I thought we were in trouble. But as you can hear, I think I'm getting a little bit of a cold, I think, guys. I'm getting a little bit stuffy and stuff. So I'm going to call the video here. I really hope that you've enjoyed it, and I really hope that the editing is going to work out really well. It's going to be the first time that I'm really doing this. So if it doesn't work out, you might only... And another title match, guys. That's like 3 or 4 title matches in this video alone. And we've only played like... what? 10 matches, so you can see how quick we're getting title. Let's just play one more match, guys. Play one more match. Why the heck not? Boys and girls, we're having fun. We're having a good time. Let's do it. So, as I say, guys, these title matches are coming in really, really good. Oh, we're both propped. That's going to be a tie, isn't it? Unless I've got a little bit more charisma than him. Like that, lock or date, and that's what I'm talking about. Get out of here, Roman Reigns. No one likes you. Get out of here. Okay, so there we go. We managed to get one more win. We're just going to give that to Devon because he still needs some games. But also, guys, I'm going to quickly show you Devon because, as you know, I put Devon in with 0 games. Got him from the King of the Ring, I think in the earlier half of this video, actually. Which was yesterday, and we've just got another reset on there. So hopefully all these resets that we're getting here as well, hopefully we're getting very close to that WrestleMania pick as well. That would be really cool. So as you can see, he's almost done as well, 3/4 of the way of being done. So I would say by this later on tonight, he's going to be finished. Later on tonight, she's going to be finished on her stats as well. So we're doing really good. We are going to start a King of the Ring, but it's only 11 o'clock, so 3 hours before, so that means it's going to start at like 8 o'clock, which we don't really want to be doing because we're going to be grinding that PCC, and I'm going to have to go out and do a couple of things first thing in the morning. So what we're going to do, I'm talking about Monday morning, so what we're going to do is we're probably going to start our King of the Ring today, but we're going to start it, I would say, probably about 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock means that the qualifying matches are going to sort of start taking place about 11 o'clock on Monday morning, which gives me time to sort of go out and do the couple of bits that I need to do first thing in the morning, get back and get set up ready for the qualifying zone. So yeah, guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please hit that like, subscribe and share button for me, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets, guys and girls.